Welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. I was looking around on YouTube earlier and I saw that Marlene Theresa had posted a new video, my mini decks. And I thought, you know what, that's a good idea. I've got 4 or 5, and then I started thinking and pulling them out, and I have quite a bit more than that. I didn't realize how many mini decks I had. And I actually have probably double this, including knockoffs, because when I first started my tarot journey, I didn't realize there was knockoffs out there. So when I first started my tarot journey, I got quite a few knockoffs, which are small decks. That's how you know they're knockoffs. One of the signs you know they're knockoff when you get it. That's a whole other video I could do. If you guys want to see that video, let me know in the comments below. This is literally only decks, and it's tarot and got a couple oracle. Literally only decks that has a counterpart in bigger size. I don't know about one of them. We'll see. It's a small deck though, so we'll see. So yes, this is all my mini decks. So one, and she actually showed quite a few of the ones I have. There's a few that's different, but we'll get there. So for my first tarot, that's a mini deck, I got the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot deck and guidebook. I hemmed and hawed about getting the Wild Unknown forever, and then this came out a fraction of the price, and they're actually bigger than little mini cards. It's published by Harper One. And I got the mini. I was like, well, if I get the mini and I like it, I'll get the big size. But I found that with the, I don't know why those are turned around. Love that. I found with the mini, because it's a limited color palette, that if I got it in the bigger size, it would probably be too overwhelming. So I actually have the perfect size of this particular deck for me. I'm glad I waited and got the mini, because I love the mini. I've used it quite a bit. It's gorgeous. Except for occasional snake that I don't like. But yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, I love it. And it's just, it's pretty deep too. Look at that hermit. I love him. Yeah, that is the Wild Unknown Pocket Wild Unknown, which she showed in her video also. In a tin. Which I love these little tins. They're very secure. Like it's not coming loose. So, deck 2. Actually got this with another deck I'll show you here in a second. Didn't realize they were both in mini form. This is the Steampunk Tarot by Llewellyn. Barbara Moore is the creator. The artwork is Ally Fell. Of all the decks here that I don't have a bigger size for, I've only got a couple here in a bigger size. In the full size. This is probably the only other one I would want in the bigger size. And I edged it in this chocolate brown to match these backs. Beautiful. And it's a very beautiful, beautiful steampunky deck. I think it's gorgeous. And I'm dropping cards. It wouldn't be one of my videos if the cards didn't get dropped or the camera got bumped. But they are gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Look at that. World card. Gorgeous. Just stunning. Look at this. Yeah. That 5 of Pentacles. I don't know why, but it's so dark. And then you have this huge pop of red. I don't know why, but I love that in that card. I like this deck because, look at that. Magician. Or High Priestess. I haven't barely used this deck, so that's cool. I like this deck because a lot of it, look at that strength. There's no specific, I mean, there is specific genders, but the gender roles have changed. Some of the, like this is a knight, it's clearly a female. Some of the princes are princesses. I mean, it says prince, but it's a female. But I love it. I love the steampunky vibe to that deck. And of all the decks I have that in this video that I don't have a full size of, this would probably be the only other one I want. Yeah. I don't have a full size in the model known or this. Next one is and I made a pouch for it. It stays in the pouch, but it's the Mini Line Strider Tarot by Cielo Thompson. Again, Llewellyn Publishing. I do have this in the full size because, and I made this little pouch. I was like, I'm not going to be able to make a pouch that small. And here it is. Very tiny. I didn't finish the cutting off the end, but it fits perfectly in there. These are the backs. I got this deck specifically to see if I would gel with it, because it's not my typical thing. And I actually found a Lenormand deck on Make Playing Cards. Not the same creator, but it looks like it is the same creator. They're huge, like humongous oracle size, but they're Lenormand cards. And I thought that was cool to have a mini tarot that looks like it's the same creator with a giant Lenormand deck. And so I got it, and then I was like, I can't see this. Even though it's beautiful coloring, there's just so much detail that I was missing in this deck. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous colors. And so I wound up getting the full size and the book and everything that comes with it, because I wanted a little bit more info on it, because I was so fascinated that this is not my typical deck. And I was so just fascinated with it enough that I'm like, I have to get the bigger size. So I wound up getting the bigger size. Oh my God, they're all falling now. Love that Nine of Swords. Look at that. Fox. Under the moonlight. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love the tower in this deck as well. Let's see if I can find it. Look at that world card. Beautiful. Why is the world popping up all of a sudden? 2 decks now. The world has popped up in. I'm looking for it. Looking for it. Looking for it. That's an extra card there. I love this 5 of Swords. It's all black and white. I missed it somewhere. Let's see if I can pull it real quick. Love that Queen of Cups. They're teeny tiny. They're hard to shuffle. So if you have to riffle shuffle, it's a deal breaker. I love that 6 of Swords, too. That tiger. Where is the tower? I'm almost done. I don't know where it went, so I'm going to show this deck at another time. The biggest, oh, they're right there. Seriously, I just went through it. Love that tower card. Love it. So that is my Mini Line Strider, and I love it. I just don't use it because I don't know why in this one, maybe it's just because of all the white space. I prefer the bigger one. And then we have Cheryl Marchetti's Gilded Tarot Royale. I actually got this deck. It's called something else as a knockoff. And I'm like, what is this? And then I wound up getting it in a kit. It's called something else again. And then I got this one, and I'm like, well, there it is in the mini. So I got it in the mini so I could take it with me places. I love Cheryl Marchetti's work. I have like 6, 7 of his decks now. Not counting the knockoff. Because I got the knockoff Lenormand and the knockoff of this tarot deck at the same time. Didn't realize they were knockoffs until it was too late. But I love his work. Love his artwork. Love his decks. I have, like I said, 6 or 7 now. Beautiful. And as soon as I saw this in a mini, I'm like, I've got to get it. Look at that. Got to get it. I love the vibrancy, the colors, and it's just gorgeous. Love it so hard. So that is the Gilded Tarot. And again, I'm just knocking the camera over Gilded Tarot Royal. I'm sure everybody's seen this deck. It's the main one online when you go online and look for a Chair Marchetti deck. This is the one you usually pull up. Well, not the mini, but yeah. Because I just realized there was a mini. But yeah, that one. So I have this deck in like 3 different ways. And then we have, and this is all turned around because I dropped it this morning, the Witch's Tarot by Dugan. Again, it's a Llewellyn Publishing. Dropped it out of the box this morning. This is another deck I got a knockoff of. Didn't realize it was a knockoff. It's only slightly bigger than this, the knockoff is. But I just felt so bad that I don't use it. But this is a beautiful deck. This will be my runner-up if I decide to get a bigger copy. This will be the second deck I get. And I love the dragons in it. Love the coloring. Just, it's so beautiful. So vibrant. And I think Marlene had this in her, she had this as her first deck she showed. But it's beautiful. Beautiful coloring. So it makes sense to why other people have had this deck in their yeah, it's all jacked up. I'm gonna have to fix that. I forgot to fix it before I came on. But yeah, that is the Witch's Tarot. And again, I don't have the full size of this. At some point I probably will get it. I'm limited on room here now because I have like a lot of decks now. So I'm trying not to buy as many Llewellyn decks because, you know, they come with the big book, the big box. But that is the Witch's Tarot by Llewellyn. Next we have the Nicoletta Chicoli Tarot by Lo Scarabero. I got this simply because I've hemmed and hawed over this deck forever, not thinking I would like it. I'm still on the fence about this particular deck because it's dark. There's a lot of triggers with this deck. And I've noticed these are a little bit bigger cards. They come in a hard box. Most of these Lo Scarabero minis, every single one of their bigger counterparts are borderless. Why oh why did we add borders to the minis? Like, it drives me insane. I don't know why. But I'm going to talk about a couple more decks here in a minute. It's a Nicoletta Chicoli Tarot. I got this just to see if I could jive with it. And I do. But I have to use it sparingly because it's very dark to me. And there's a lot of triggers that come along with this deck. And I love that they come with a little book. And then we have the horror experience I had. The Morgan Greer Tarot in a Tin. Got this deck again. Comes with a great little book. Got this deck again because I was like, I'm going to try out the mini Morgan Tarot. And if I like it, I'll get the bigger one. What I got in the mail was this crap. It's used. I paid for it brand new. It's used. Then they tried to make me, Amazon tried to make me jump through hoops to send it back. And I'm like, it was like $12. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep it. It's warped. It's stained. There's places in here that it's like, this is like cardboard too. Like, I do not like and look how it's already worn. Like, I haven't used this. And there's places that it's severely worn on the fronts. And I'm like, I bought a used deck. Don't know why, but yeah. But it did prompt me to buy the bigger version, which I absolutely adore everything about it. It's brighter. The cardstock is better. And it's not worn or stained or tainted in any way. But this one is my horror story. But I do like the bigger version. This one I keep just to remind me that not all things are as advertised. Then we have the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. Again, a low scare barrow deck. I will, at some point, get the bigger version of this. I'm surprised I haven't already. Again, we have freaking borders. Like, I know the full size is borderless. I know it's a different cardstock. It's glossier. I don't mind glossy cardstock. I love the coloring of this deck. I just don't get why we add borders to a deck that's already so tiny. I don't get it. Don't get it. This is your typical Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It just has borders, and I do love the coloring in it. So that is my Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. And my mini. So next we have the Next World Tarot. This is the mini version. There is a humongous version. This version, however, it's like playing card size. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it deeply. I don't know that I would get along with the bigger version. Just because the cards are humongous. I've seen the deck. It's huge. And this fits perfectly in my hand. This reminds me of not the cardstock, because the cardstock is, it's cool, but it reminds me of my New Chapter Tarot, the size of it. It's awesome. And I love the coloring. I love that it's just big enough I can make out everything in there without squinting and seeing what's going on. I love that they have keywords on the minors. I love that they have astrological symbols. It's an awesome deck. And that deck is by Silver Sprocket is the oh my god. It's written and illustrated by Christy C. Road. Trying to get that out, I couldn't get it out. So this next deck is a small deck. I don't know if there's a bigger version or if it's come out in a bigger version. It is the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck. This is the one that came out. This one actually was printed in Belgium. It came out in the late 80s, I want to say this one was. So it's maybe an original print. I don't know. It's old. I can tell you that. I can tell you these cards were used. Let me see. What did it say? I think it said 89. 1985 copyright. And printed in Belgium. The tiny cards. They're like playing card size. And I adore this deck. It is so cute. It's a very Rider-Waite-Smith. You can see their cards are like bowed. It's been well loved, and then it got passed to me. Of course, I bought it, but I bought it for like $8. Well worth it. But the coloring in it is gorgeous. I love the coloring in it. But it's a tiny deck. It's a smaller size deck. That's why I added it in here. So I don't know if it's the newer released version has bigger cards or not, or if it's the exact same. But if you guys know, tell me in the comments. But this is like playing card size. That's why it's in here. And then I got the crappy box that, for a tech box, it's still with a window, no less. It's still working it. I mean, from 1985, and it's got minimal damage. So that's pretty cool. Next, we have Oracle decks, and I should have been more prepared and opened it. Oh my gosh. Mini Roots and Wings Oracle. Does have a bigger size. I like the mini. It's little bitty. Ditty. Beautiful. Beautiful deck. I'm going to have to speed this up or I'm going to run out of time. But it's beautiful and I love it. Love it. Okay. So next deck. This is the mini. This is a small deck. It is the Secret Pocket Mildred Payne Oracle. I actually bought this one first. It is the mini version of the mini deck. Like, it's a mini deck already, and then this is the mini version of it. Which is well loved because I had this way longer than I had this. And let me tell you, I'm never far from either of these decks. It's amazing. And I think this one actually has more in it than this one, because this is like the original first ones because I don't think I have a volcano on this one, but I think it only goes to like 79 or something. But I love this deck. Love it. Love it. And the fact that I have a little one and then an even smaller ditty one. It's so cute. It's so cute. There's something on that. Gross. You see how it's been used a lot. So yeah, that is my Secret Pocket Mildred Payne Oracle. And then we have the Making Magic. And that was by Patrick Valencia. This is, they just came out with this in a bigger circular one, but I prefer this one. It's like sigils. That's all it is. I love it though. I use it to calm my brain because my brain is always going all the time. So that's the Making Magic deck. And I only showed it because, again, it has a larger counterpart. Then we have, you guys tell me, because this is a Smith-Waite Tarot Centennial Edition. I thought this was a knockoff. It's in a box, but it comes with all the special artwork and all the book. So I don't know. Is there a smaller one that comes in a box or came in a box at some point? I don't know. I really don't know. But it is the Centennial. It's got all the information on it like it's one of an actual Centennial deck. But I got it from one of those iffy sites around the time I was getting all these other decks that were knockoffs. So I don't know. Do you guys know if this would have come in a box at all? The mini. So there's that. And then we have just two that I have on my wish list that I'm going to get. One is the Santa Muerta and the Universal Celtic Tarot. I just now found out these were in minis. And I'm like, what is happening? I love this deck. As you can see, the box is broke. I've edged it in this green gilding. I have used the crap out of this Love Scarecrow Universal Celtic Tarot. I love it so hard. I love it to pieces. And just to know that there's a mini work running around and I don't have it just irks me a little bit. I will be getting that very, very soon. They are on my cart right now on Amazon. And then this one I actually got a knockoff of. Couldn't deal with the fact that I got a knockoff. So I got the bigger one. And then just found out there's a mini. And I'm like, I need the mini in my life too. I need both. So if I don't want to carry around the big version to work or whatever, I can carry this one around. Or the mini version around. Yeah, because I love the Santa Muerta. I love anything to do with the Day of the Dead. Look at that. Just, it's gorgeous coloring too. So those are the two that are on they're in my cart right now. I will be getting them very soon. Very, very, very soon. Those two decks. The Santa Muerta and the Universal Celtic Tarot. But again, I saw Marlene Theresa had these and they're both bordered. And I'm like, why did you put borders on the minis? Because you just saw neither of these have borders on them in the larger versions. I don't understand that. But that is all my mini decks. I know it's not as long as her video. It's much shorter. And I feel like I crammed some of that in at the end because I didn't want it to cut off. Because I'm on my phone. But yeah. This is my VR to Marlene Theresa's My Mini Decks. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, and don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And I hope to see more videos, VRs to her video. I like to see all these mini decks. They're cool. You guys have a good night. Bye.